Hey guys, happy Monday and the beginning of a new training cycle. So we'll go through a little bit more detail about what the cycle is going to look like. The strength element is interesting. We're going to be working mostly on what are considered the slow lifts or the power lifts, like deadlift, press, bench, squatting. And we're going to be working that into a format with other movements. So it'll have a little bit of conditioning built in, not maximal weights. But this is the idea that we spent the last cycle, 12 weeks, or even the 2 cycles before that, working on just building strength, and now we're going to be utilizing that strength more for training for like CrossFit style workouts and utilizing that strength. So we have 4 movements here for the strength on Mondays. We got speed back squats, again, going to be focusing still on those speed back squats. We've got plank, we've got bench press, and strict pull-up work. For most people, it's going to be banded strict pull-up work, all right? So speed back squats we've been doing for the last couple weeks, all right? So remember when you set up for this, the goal is not just how much weight's on the bar, but keeping speed, particularly as you stand up. So I tell people, don't think speed on the way down. You want to have good control, kind of normal pace on the way down, but at the top, little to no rest, and just driving that barbell up every time. Okay, and so if you feel like you're adding weight week to week and all of a sudden it's like slow rep, okay, or you're not getting all the way down, or having to stand at the top and rest, the weight's too heavy, okay? So we're working on speed because speed equals power, all right? And that's really gonna translate to our athleticism and our conditioning work, right? So that's movement 1. Movement 2 is gonna be a plank, okay? So plank you can do on your hands or your forearms. I like hands because we do a lot of pressing, so this incorporates the elbow having to lock out. So when you do a plank, you wanna have your elbows locked, wrists under the shoulders, butt squeezed tight. We don't want to be sagging through our hips, okay? And also something if you don't think about is the shoulders. You're pushing up to the ground. You don't want to sink down like this, okay? So if you do this, if you do planks properly, you will feel your quads, particularly after those squats, because you're flexing your quads, flexing your butt, core engaged, everything in your body is engaged, okay? So that's going to be movement number 2. Movement 3 is the bench press, right? So quick note here on logistics. In busier classes, we can start at different stations and share barbells. You'll have some time to adjust the weight. But for the bench in particular, you can do dumbbell bench press if you want, or logistical needs. But we're gonna be doing bench press. I'd say same concept here with the speed aspect, okay? We're gonna get a good setup. Think our normal pressing position is just outside shoulder width, okay? Shoulders pulled back against the bench, driving through the feet, touch the chest, lock out. Trying to press up as quickly as we can. Okay, if you find that you're getting to a point where you're struggling, right, the speed really slows down, the bar is probably a little bit too heavy, okay? 4th movement is going to be strict banded work. Okay, trying to get some volume here, and let's keep the same theme. We want to think, particularly when you're using a band, the energy at the band when it's really stretched out is going to create more energy here than at the top. So we want to use that energy. Getting our chin, I tell people, don't just think chin over, pull as high as you can. This translates to chest to bar pull-ups and bar muscle ups. But again, speed, get a good extension at the bottom. And I'm gonna be working some volume reps there, okay? So we're gonna be doing those 3 movements for 3 sets through alternating. Also on Mondays, we're gonna be doing a lot of rowing. This is standard in this program, rowing on Mondays. So we'll be doing intervals a lot of days. We'll be working up to test and retest our 2K row, all right? We will intermix that for some variance, so it's not always just intervals, but that's what we got today, 500-meter intervals, standard distance, and that's it for today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.